Sure. There's a lot of different reasons your marriage is failing, but there's likely one major reason that's very fixable, and it's probably something you don't even realize that you're doing. Have you ever heard of the hero complex? Let me tell you about the hero complex. This is something I have had to learn the hard way. If you are a dominant personality, then you're probably emasculating your husband without even realizing that you're doing that. Men need to be able to feel like they can help us, they can save us, they can teach us something. I learned this from Dr. Laura Schlesinger a really long time ago, before I even got married. And I totally forgot about it until I listened to one of her shows, and I was reminded. It's called the hero complex. When a man can feel like he's helping or saving or, just in general wearing the pants, he is more confident. When you're constantly mothering your husband or your spouse, it really hurts their confidence. It's just a guy thing. And not all guys, obviously not all guys are like this, but most men have this hero complex. And it's not a bad thing. Even if sometimes I already know how to do something, I'll ask my husband for advice on how to do something, just so I can, help him be the man, he wears the pants. And I know that that's like super controversial, but I'm okay with my role. I want to be, I want him to be the leader. I don't want to be the leader. There's some things that I'm in charge of, that I take charge of, but there's a lot of things that I prefer him to take charge of, that I want him to take charge of. If one of our kids, asks him a question and he gives them an answer, and then my kid comes to me and asks me the same question, it's my job to support my husband. So I always tell my kids, listen, you already talked to Dad about that, so as your dad's wife, it's my job to support him. So what Daddy says goes. And sometimes I don't always follow that. If I really strongly don't agree with something that my husband's decided, I will make sure and talk to him about it, but not in front of the kids. Never in front of the kids. You never want to question your husband's authority in front of the kids, because that's just not a good thing to do. It emasculates him in front of your children. And one of the other things that Dr. Laura talks about is flirting. She makes a joke about, your marriage is failing. Well, when was the last time you just flirted with your husband? When was the last time you just walked by and grabbed his ass? When did you bake him cookies last? These are controversial roles, I know, but if you are okay with the traditional roles, then this is what I'm talking about, and that's me. I'm okay with that. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be a housewife. But that doesn't mean that I lose my identity. I still speak up. I'm not a pushover, and it's a give and take. And my husband respects me. If I do speak up, he knows that it's something that I feel passionate about, and he respects that. And we respect each other. And you have to flirt. You have to flirt even when you don't feel like flirting. Just send a cute text message, even if he's in the other room. Just send him a cute little text message, or bake him some cookies, or make him lunch. My husband works from home now ever since COVID, so he's in his office all day, every single day. So when I'm not feeling super overwhelmed, I make him breakfast. I make him lunch. And I bring it right to his office. Sometimes he'll come out if he's not on a conference call. But these are the things that I signed up for, that I enjoy doing. And if this is not you, then that's okay. That's totally okay. But I feel like a lot of women try to wear the pants. That's not your role. Your role is not to wear the pants in your relationship. A man is inherently built to be the leader of your family. So if you're not allowing your husband to be the leader of your family, you're really doing your marriage a disservice, or your relationship a disservice. And on one of my favorite movies, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the mom says, to the daughter, your husband is the head of the family, but I am the neck that moves the head around. And I always love that analogy, and that's what I feel like. I mean, like I was saying, even if I already know how to do something, or I don't actually need his help, sometimes I'll just remember, oh yeah, like men want to feel like they can teach us something, or they can help us. And don't call names. We learned in therapy, you're never supposed to say, you always do this, because that's not true. It's more like, at times, or in this situation, you made me feel like. We never yell at each other. We never call each other names. My dad once said, once you show your spouse you're ugly, you can never take that back. Once they have seen the ugly side of you, you can't ever take that back. And we've seen each other's ugly sides. I mean, we've been together for almost 14 years. So we've seen each other's worst, and we've been through a lot. We've been through therapy, and these are things that we've learned along the way. And sometimes if we're in a disagreement, we just take some time apart. We just take a little time to catch our breath, and to make sure that we can come back and just talk civilly about whatever it is. So this has been on my heart to share. And if you don't agree, that's totally, totally fine. But these are some things I've learned along the way, and hopefully it'll help you. Flirt with your husband. Allow him to wear the pants in the family. Let him be the leader of your family. Bake some damn cookies. Grab his ass. Grab him and kiss him. Whatever it may be. Just, you don't have to be so dominant. Be dominant when it's important to be dominant. And choose your battles. Don't yell. Don't call names. You can never take those things back. And it's really unattractive. It's not attractive. It's not cute to be yelling and screaming at your husband and calling names. And treat him how you want to be treated. Show him the kind of love that you want. He will emulate what you are putting out, right? If you're in a bad mood, he's probably going to be in a bad mood. So you set the mood. You can do it. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more on relationships, because we've just been through so much and we've learned a lot along the way. So